what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Chris, coming at you with another micro episode. This is going to be a fun one. Let me tell you why. It's actually one of my favorite topics to talk about. That is industry agnostic, size of business agnostic. Like, this is just something that's applicable to every single person listening right now. And it's going to be short and sweet for you ADHD folks like me who can't listen to a 45-minute long episode or hour long if Chad gets to talking and won't shut the fuck up. So this one is going to be on the most underrated growth strategy. The most underrated growth strategy is relationships. Now hang with me because you're like, fuck, I thought Chris was going to say something profound. Actually, this is profound. So when I break it down, you're going to be like, I get it. Which is why I'm saying, like, this one isn't so much of a, I guess it is a trained skill if you don't know how to treat people, but relationships are critical and every single one of us need them, right? You're either going to have good ones or you're going to have bad ones, and both of them impact you one way or another, good or bad. So let me go ahead and start with this. Again, the most underrated growth strategy being relationships. Now here's the there's four main relationships you're going to navigate. And there's going to be a bonus, but I'm not going to tell you what that bonus is till the end. And it's a good one, probably my favorite one. But number one, and you've heard that a few times on this podcast, and that is you got to have good relationships with mentors. Okay? That is so important. A few of the episodes we've done, like when we have Keegan Hodges come on, who built, Best Home Services down in Southwest Florida and built that thing to a monster, and then became the platform company for Apex Service Partners, which has become a behemoth. And Keegan is brilliant. You know what he had? Mentors. He had Jamie DiDominico from Cool Today down in Florida, who was another, beast who he learned from. He learned from Mike Aguilera from Gold Medal up in Jersey. But he had mentors, Joe Huck from Williams Comfort Air, another monster in Indianapolis. But he had mentors. I had a mentor. Actually, a lot of people don't know this. One of the people who mentored me from the beginning and how I even got into HVAC was at the time the brand manager for Carrier Corporation. His name is Mike Branson, who today is the president over air and water, a global president over air and water for Rheem. Like, fantastic human being, helped me understand the industry, not only from the manufacturer level, but from the distributor level all the way down to the contractor level. Like, and just a good guy who's been there for me all these years. But having a good mentor, and sometimes those mentors change as your business changes, right? But having them is incredibly important. So a very easy, underrated growth strategy is to have a great relationship with mentors, right? I'd say another good one I've had, and I've got a great friendship with, is Ken Goodrich. He's made himself accessible the last 5 years to a lot of you listening, right? And open to mentorship. Now, maybe it's not in the capacity that you need, but in some way, shape, or form, he's willing to have a conversation with you and help mentor you. And a lot of people reach out to him, but find a mentor, like somebody who you look up to, and just have the nerve to reach out to him and say, hey, really struggling with this. I know you're probably busy, but if you could give me, even if it's an hour, 30 minutes, a month, and I'll come prepared with these questions or these struggles, would you be open to helping me out in doing that? And what could I give you in return, that would be valuable to you for your time? Like, just put it out there and ask. Mentors love to help fix your broken problems. They don't want to hear how good you think you've got it. Okay. So have great relationships with your mentors. Number two, you got to have great relationships with your peers. Okay. So this is kind of like a fine line, I'd say, between mentorship, but really your peers are those who are in the same position as you are, going through the exact same struggles that you are, maybe in the exact same areas as you are. Maybe it's industry specific. Maybe it's just business specific. Maybe it's leadership. Maybe it's recruitment, whatever it is. But I promise you, like, I've got a great group of friends, that are peers, and our businesses are different sizes. I mean, our businesses are actually different industries, right? Like, I'm a digital marketing company that works with my friends' companies, right? So, but I understand their businesses and and they somewhat understand mine. More often than not, it's not so much about the industry as it is about the actual business itself. And some of it's just us pushing each other or, being there each other when we're struggling, and then giving their advice. So having good peer relationships is incredibly important because they're very relatable to what you're going through today, and they're there for you when you need them, right? Because if you're struggling as a business leader, no matter what size your company is, you sure as hell can't tell your employees because they can't see you struggling, right? Like, I think there's something to that when you get bigger, but you got to be the confident one, right? So you have to go to your peers who become your friends to help you work through any situation. So number one, your mentors, have a good relationship with mentors. Number two, peers. Number three, and please turn up the volume on this one. This is one where I see people go sideways all the time because they do it wrong. You got to have great relationships. Good Lord. With your vendors. You have to have them, okay? Don't be a dick to your vendor partnerships, okay? These guys are partners. A lot of people are being dicks to them, all right? Do you want to help somebody who's being an asshole to you? No. You want to be like pound sand, but you can't because you still need them as a client, right? Or whatever. Don't treat your vendors like assholes, all right? Treat them with respect. Hold them accountable, right? If there's, things that you need that aren't getting done, by all means, hold them accountable. Do it respectfully. Do it respectfully. People want to help people they want to help. All right. And the people they want to help are those who they feel like they've got a good, respectful, professional relationship with, not the assholes. Nobody wants to help the assholes. They're going to do the bare minimum to get you, to move on from you. So it is so important to have good relationships because you can get more out of them. All right. So for anybody that's listening, it's an HVAC. You will need to have good relationships with them to say, hey, maybe next year you guys could give me a little bit more marketing funds because I've come to you with the business plan. I'm going to grow another $500,000 this year. Here's my business plan. Boom. Now, would you be able to give me some upfront marketing funds to help me accomplish this business plan? Your odds are significantly greater of that happening if you're not a fucking asshole to them. Okay. So be nice, be professional, hold them accountable, but be nice, be a good partner, okay? So that's number three, vendor relationships. Number four, okay, some of you have finally embraced this. I've had to embrace this for the last 17 years, okay? You got to have good relationships with your competitors, okay? And in some ways, maybe the peer is a competitor, right, in your market. But you got to have good relationships with your competitors. You don't you can go and compete, but you don't have to talk shit about them, right? Like, it is such a poor look on you if you talk shit about a competitor in your market. Like, that's how you have to prove value, is by talking shit about your competitor. No, thank you. I've had to play nice in the sandbox since the beginning. When Carrier Corporation brought us in back in the day, 2008, 2009, I was one of three options for preferred vendors. So I had to learn real quick, like, cool, let me go and win the business myself by the value that we have to offer. And then by bringing on the customers that these people liked or looked up to, that we worked with, that was successful, and let them talk about us. So in your instance, it could be your clients, right? Get them talking good about you. Let that be your value proposition. So you want to have a good relationship with your competitors. Good competition is healthy, right? And it's never going away. So don't lose the battle by being a shit talker about your competitors and letting that be your value. Actually have value and prove it that way. So quick recap before I get to the bonus. Fifth, relationship. Number one, good relationships with your mentors. Number two, with your peers. Number three, with your vendor partnerships. And number four, with your competitors. Okay. Pretty straightforward, right? And again, you are listening. Maybe you've already recognized a gap in one of those. Cool. This is your notification to go and work on that and fix it. Okay. Courtesy of your boy, Chris. Fifth one, the bonus, drum roll, is you got to have a good relationship. Now hang with me, with yourself. You're like, with myself, Chris, what the fuck does that mean? We're going through a therapy session here? No. But by the way, when you own a marketing company, you do go through therapy sessions often, okay, of helping people understand. I have to listen to everybody's issues in their business, and then also be a solution for it. And if I'm not a solution for it in a particular month, I got to be a therapist. The good news is it all comes down to you and how you think about yourself and how you treat yourself, because you are number one. Without you, none of this other bullshit matters, right? Like, you got to be at your best. So let me give you a couple points. And by the way, it took me a while to learn this too. One thing I've always been good at is having a lot of self-confidence. Like, I believe in me, almost to the point of delusion. I believe in me so much. So you got to make sure that you believe and have a good relationship with yourself. Okay, now let me break that down for you. Let's talk self-care. I never realized how important this was until these last couple of years. And this is thankfully to my peers, my buddies, my friends who started getting on the bandwagon about taking care of themselves, eating right, and becoming healthy. Was like, nah, like, listen, I just grind my ass off. I eat like shit because I'm traveling all over the place. Because I'm not a fat guy, I'm a skinny guy. Like, I don't have to worry about gaining weight. Like, no. I was looking at it all wrong. Now that I do it, I actually am firing on like a 12 cylinders, right? I went from 8 to 12. And because I'm taking care of myself, I'm eating the right food, makes me feel better. I'm less sluggish. I can go to sleep. I can sleep better. I can get up better. My life is better with my family because I feel better. Like, I just look better. So all that stuff is like adding to my high confidence in myself. And it is a thing. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad I did it. I wish I would have paid attention to it sooner. Self-esteem. This is a big deal. It's easy to put out there one thing, but then behind the curtain, feel another way, like, fuck, my business is shrinking. This is me. I'm making wrong decisions. Listen, we all make them. We all make these wrong decisions. So what you got to do is you change it up, man. You don't just sit and mope. Okay, look at yourself. You're an entrepreneur. Or if you're a leader in a business, you didn't like accidentally get there. All right. You earned your way to these roles, to these positions, or you at least took the risk of stepping out and running it yourself. Like, you got it in you. I'm telling you, you wouldn't be in the position you were if you didn't. So sometimes you look in the mirror and tell yourself again that, man, it's gonna feel weird the first time you do it, the first couple times you do it, but look in the mirror and say, like, motherfucker, you got this. Like, you're built for this shit. And you make mistakes, you learn from them, and you move. You make a different one. And if I need to ask somebody for help, you fucking ask somebody for help who's done it, who's not going to judge you. They're going to want to help you. Mentors, right? But you got to make sure your self-esteem is on point. Okay, you have to, because people feel that below you that you're leading. So you got to take care of your body, right? You got to take care of your body and your health. You take care of your self-esteem. And last thing, on this whole yourself piece, having a good relationship with yourself, is your education, man. The smarter you are, the more confident you get. And you have to be a constant student. Listen to all the people that come on this podcast that are major players who always talk about constantly educating themselves. It's worth repeating because you have to constantly educate yourself. I do. Like, shit, I live in a world of AI, but like 10 times what you guys have to. I'm trying to figure out all this shit and how it works and how to best implement it and what's right, what's wrong, how to manipulate it so that it works best for you, how it works best for me internally. But I'm constantly trying to learn, always trying to learn, so that way I can be smarter. All right. The smarter I am, the more confident I become. My self-esteem stays high. I'm healthy. I'm eating the right shit. And I am fucking on fire to go and tackle this world. And that's how I have so much belief in myself. I'm not afraid to ask for help with mentors. I'm not afraid to talk about my losses and how I can fix them with my peer group, my buddies. I have a great relationship with my vendors, so they support me, right? And they go out of their way to help me because they like me and I like them, and we have a professional relationship. And I've got a good relationship with my competitors. Many of them reach out to me for advice and help, and we have good relationships because I'm not a dick. All right. I believe in good, healthy competition, and I just want to beat them head to head. But I can do all that, and I'm confident because I believe in myself. And so should you. So hopefully this underrated growth strategy of relationships hits home with you, because it certainly does me, and it never ends. You don't got to do everything, but damn it, you got to do something. And if building your relationships is it, then let that be it today. No 0 days.